All right, so we're going to start off with a pretty easy one. Who is Jacob Tamme?
Wow, it's a really good question. Uh,
You are Jacob Tamme, right?
He's got Tamme in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Ryan throws to the end zone. Jacob Tamme, touchdown.
well, my name's Jacob Tamme. Grew up here in Danville, Kentucky. I was blessed to get to go live out my dream playing football for the Kentucky Wildcats. Then got to have an experience as a professional football player. Got to play 9 seasons with 3 different teams.
Good job, buddy.
3 Super Bowls. Sports are such a unique lens into life. Just the idea that success never comes without hard work. The idea that you can put all the inputs into something and still not always get the output that you want. Loved every minute of it. An incredible experience for me, for our family. When I transitioned out of the NFL, I had some opportunities to coach. Allison and I decided that we would rather live out the next chapter of our life being here.
Kentucky.
My great grandfather bought this land in 1910. Driving down the road to get here, you go right in front of my grandpa's old place. That front yard on Sunday afternoons is where I learned how to play football. That's where we grew up. I spent my summers on the farm, and really I learned hard work. I didn't necessarily learn the details of cattle. I learned the details of following instructions, what it meant to put in a good hard day's work and see the rewards of it reaped over time. So to have over 125 years now of ownership in our family and raising cattle, I think it instilled in me a desire to help carry on that legacy one day. One of the initial conversations was with my friend Randy Sparks, and he said, "There's nothing better than black cows and green grass." And I said, "You know what, Randy, you're right." And I really started having conversations about what it would look like to start our own version of the family operation. I farmed full time for 2 straight years, every day, getting our operation started how I wanted it. And I had a lot to learn. About the end of the first year, I called my Uncle Joe. I said, "Joe, I can't understand how to make this work from a financial perspective." He said, "Son, let me tell you, here's how I do it. You work as hard as you can, every day, all year long, and then at the end, you hope it works." Nowadays, there's so much technology and so many great tools and so much data that we can use to really try to optimize our operations. And so the idea of being able to raise cattle and use data and pedigrees to try to make great ones, that was a big part of the beginning of my learning process, what it would look like to really have a progressive registered Angus operation. If we can raise them attractive and functional and trouble-free, while also pushing the envelope on the data, that's a really fun combination. Really difficult combination to achieve too. And we don't succeed all the time, right? But that's what we're striving for. Lou Gehrig has a famous speech where he calls himself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
I really feel like I'm the most blessed man on the face of the earth. I just feel humbled by what God has done with me and for me in my life. When we're in alignment with His will and seeking to be good stewards, we're going the direction that we're called to go. And right now, raising cattle is part of that. And I think with my family's history, there's just something that's deep down in your blood. And so it's just a part of me. Our farm operation is not our sole source of income, but that doesn't make the farm and our cattle operation any less important to us. A couple weeks ago, I was 8 feet under the ground trying to save a calf, which we were fortunate we did save. The last 10 days, been out on the ice, breaking up drinkers, trying to make sure the cattle are taken care of, and it's really, really important to us. I love the challenge of creating a functional, attractive, trouble-free animal that can really go succeed for our customers. I think that part transcends whether all you do is ranching or whether you do it amongst other things. I'm a man of several hats, so that doesn't make the ranching hat, any different. It's a really important one.